Oh no, 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 no. Okay. 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 Hello. All right, so I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all tonight about New Year's. And what about New Year's? Well, I feel like New Year's is a great time to talk about like a glow up, like whether you're gonna come back to school, like whether you're in middle school, high school, or college, and you're gonna come back to school as a new you, or if you work, like coming back into your job as a new you. Just like starting the new year refreshed and really setting it off on the right foot. And I know like when I first started watching YouTube back in high school, that was like a huge drawing point for me, like something that I was really attracted to, is self-improvement. And I set myself on a personal self-improvement project, and ever since I've just always been trying to improve, and so I want to help y'all do the same. And anyways, so I feel like the best place to start with that is gonna be teeth. A smile can really change your whole life and change your whole appearance. And one of the biggest, most underrated things that I tell people that they're shocked about is flossing. And like, I know it sounds so boring and so silly because like we all know what floss is, but you can literally buy it at the dollar store or Walmart or wherever, and it makes such a difference in the way that your teeth look by having healthy gums. And there's little bits of food that get in between your teeth, and your brush alone can't get it. So you got to use that floss. And with doing it every day, your gums are going to get to a point they don't bleed anymore. And when you smile at people, your teeth are going to look whiter because you have healthier, your gums should be a certain pink color. They shouldn't be like pale and puffy. That's a bad sign. That's how you get bad breath, and that's how you have that plaque buildup from not flossing. I think the best cheat code like toothpaste is the Arm & Hammer Advanced White Toothpaste. I've also used that one since I was in high school. I heard about it here on YouTube from Jackie Ina, someone we all know and love. And I think it was her that said that her parents made her use it as a kid because they were like, trust me, like, you use this, your teeth are gonna shine. And she is right. I get a lot of compliments on my teeth, and when I stop using, there's been times that I've stopped using it just because I happen to pick up something else or whatever, and when I start again, I start getting a lot of compliments again. So that stuff is really a good cheat code. And then if you're drinking anything that's not water, soda, juice, coffee, tea, just drinking with a straw really, really helps, because you're not staining your teeth in the first place. And so when you're constantly, like every time that you're brushing your teeth, morning and night, very important, twice a day, at least twice a day, when you're brushing, you're lifting the stains, and then on top of that, you're not staining them because you're drinking everything with a straw. So you're automatically like fast passing like your teeth's like whitening speed, if that makes sense. And you really don't need to use Crest white strips. I've used Crest white strips in the past because my teeth were super stained, but once I started using the Arm & Hammer toothpaste, and once I started doing the what was I gonna say, the straw stuff, I really didn't need to use the white strips. So another really good thing is coconut oil pulling. I have found some success with that. I've gotten compliments from that as well, so that's also really good. But I'd say the main things are the floss and that Arm & Hammer toothpaste, like game changer. The next thing I feel like is gonna be hygiene. I see a lot of things online talking about like not washing your hair or something to be better for your hair, and like everybody's scalp has like different levels of oil. However, like needing to wash your hair and then like prolonging it on purpose is not good for your scalp. It can actually lead to hair loss. So only you know where that point is, but just, I think, being honest with yourself, like it makes a difference in like your total hygiene and the way you smell, and that like is, again, fuels the whole glow up thing. And it can also help if you're having like acne around here. Washing your hair more often can help with that, but everybody's scalp's different, everybody's hair is different. Wearing deodorant is super important. I had a teacher in elementary school who was in charge of the choir, and she was the music teacher, and she was real Southern, and she had a phrase that she said, I love you like a friend loves a friend. And I'm going to say, I love you like a friend loves a friend. And let me tell you, deodorant is so important, and it does work. And I can't speak for the natural deodorant because I never used it, but I've heard some interesting reviews on the natural stuff. So I can only tell you that regular deodorant, I use stuff that says antiperspirant deodorant. That's the stuff that's going to work, and it's going to get you right every time. And if you find one that doesn't work, just keep switching it until you find one that does. So when you take a shower, you need to put on your deodorant after the shower and then reapply in the morning. Like, it needs to go on after the shower because that's what stops the sweat glands, and it can work overnight. This is something that dermatologists recommend, so I'm not fronting. I'm being for real with y'all. Okay, cool. There's 5 of you now. This is my second time being live. So if y'all have any questions or anything, please put it in the chat. We're talking about glowing up in the new year, like coming back to school, coming back to work, coming back into our lives as a new improved version and setting off the foot right. I'm gonna turn on my fan because I'm getting hot. Hold on. Okay. I'm back. All right. So where were we? We did the deodorant talk. And then like every day when you take your shower, you need to make sure that you scrub away that old layer of deodorant. Like, because if you don't, you can start to get this like buildup on your shirts or on your bras or just in your armpits that they don't ever really fully dry, and it's just gross. So always remove the old layer completely in the shower and then start with a new layer every day. And then like getting creative, like with your lotion and your perfume and your body spray and all that stuff is really fun. I won't go too into depth with that, but that's something that I love and is kind of, I don't know, kind of like a creative thing for me as someone who's really into perfumes, and I'm kind of a perfume collector, but I won't go too far into that today. But oh. So someone yesterday said I said you look like LeBron James yesterday. Sorry about that. I was playing. It's okay. I figured you were. LeBron is excellent, but when I look in the mirror, that's not who I see. But thank you for saying that. I'm dyeing my hair on Friday, and I want to go more blonde from a dirty blonde. What do you ask for at the salon? So, so my hair, these are called baby lights. So I actually dye my hair myself, but this is just baby lights. So when I highlight it, I take it in a straight line, right? So you take it in a straight line. This is not completely straight, but pretend like it is. And I like make sure it's super thin that I can see through it, and then I just paint it on like that. And the center of my head is done like a mohawk. So it's sectioned like this and then done like this, and then the rest of my hair is done like this way. And it's just baby lighting, like straight across, like not a weave. So maybe say baby lights all over. And I do have some pictures on my community tab, so feel free to screenshot those and use those. Good luck at your hair appointment. That's exciting. I don't know, like getting a new hair color around the fall or the winter is just such a vibe. Like the way that the sun is at this time of year, I just feel like it, I don't know, makes the hair glow. So I'm excited for you. Please send me a picture. I'd love to see. Okay, so we had the deodorant talk. Now what? So since we're talking about hair, let's just go into hair. So if y'all haven't watched the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders documentary on Netflix, I highly recommend. Their coach, Kelly, people say a lot of different things about her, okay? We're not going to go into all those things. But something that Kelly does so well is pick out hair colors for these girls. Kelly will take someone who's jet black, will put them blonde. She'll take someone with like blonde hair and do it red. She just like says that she looks at your skin, your eyes, your eyebrows, your natural hair, and then she comes up with something. But man, these girls, they glow when they have their Kelly makeover. And so that just goes to show, like, you can have any set of features, like any face shape, any whatever, and like the right haircut and the right hair color will really make you glow. So I feel like looking at your features and like looking at your face shape and understanding what you really look like and how to describe that, and then also celebrities who look like you and like what features you want to play up, like helps like gear towards like what you want to do with your hair. And I guess that's more so like for hair color. I have really, really dark brown eyes. I always thought that I wanted to be like golden brunette. I always said, like, when I get to be such and such age, like, I'm gonna go brunette. Full on brunette. My hair looks funny blonde because I have brown eyes, blah, 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 blah. Well, and then I took a class on Photoshop, and I Photoshopped my hair dark, and I didn't like what I saw. It just, everything just blended in, and I didn't pop. And so that dream died that day. And then slowly over the years, I realized that, like, I do look better blonde. It just, like, helps with my skin. It helps with my features. It helps with my eyes. Like, it just, the blonde seems to make me pop. There have been some points where I feel like I get too blonde, but I don't know. I really like the chunky highlight look. I like the hair to have dimension. I like to see. So maybe ask for that. Like, say that you want to see dimensions between your strands. Because, like, I've got some, like, caramel in here, and then I have my natural color, which is this dark. So, but, like, start creating Pinterest boards. Like, start organizing, like, what you want for yourself and, like, how you want to look, and figure out how to get there. I have always loved hair that looks like this, like, chunky highlight look. I got my hair highlighted for the first time a couple years ago, and, like, it was $170. I have a lot of hair, and that was then. I could only imagine what it would be now, and I realized that, like, to look the way I want to look was out of my price range, so I had to learn. And my philosophy is, like, things like getting my wisdom teeth out, I can't do it myself. That it has to be done by someone else. But hair, like, I could do it myself, you know. And I go slow and just do, like, a little bit here and a little bit there, and, like, eventually you'll get what you want. Because with highlighting hair, it's hard to, like, undo it once you do it. So if you just kind of, like, go slow, like, and realize you're not a professional, you're not as experienced, so you're not going to be able to go as fast, but you'll be able to get you some good results. Okay, cool. There's 8 of you now. Welcome. Happy Saturday. Thank you for spending it with me. Okay, let's see if y'all can still see me. I've been sitting on my feet. Okay. Okay, you can still see me. What else? So figuring out, like, what, so now we talked about hair color, so we're going to talk about hairstyle. So figuring out, like, what kind of hairstyles you like, and, like, what, so say, like, so I used to be a server bartender, but, like, I always had to wear my hair back. So if you have a job like that, or where you have to wear it back, or you're more comfortable wearing it back, just be honest with yourself and be like, okay, like, I want to wear my hair back, but I still want it to flatter me. So maybe look at, like, maybe cutting yourself some, like, little wispy pieces in front, or having it cut, or do, like, 2 twists on the side into, like, a ponytail, or a braid that goes like this. All sorts of different stuff. I think if you go on Pinterest or Google, look at, like, cheerleading or dancing hairstyles, like, there's some, like, low ponytail hairstyles that I think are super flattering and just make, like, the face look better. When I was a cheerleader back in the day, and I went through this stage where I really wanted to wear this high pony and put my bow, like, on top of my head, and I look back and I'm like, I get that I was super passionate about cheer, and I love that for me, but that was not flattering. So I feel like doing your hair different ways, and, like, really, like, you know, be like, I'm on a self-improvement journey, I'm on a glow-up journey, like, does this flatter me? I think that's important to, like, think that way if you're on the glow-up journey, you know? But yeah, just, like, pick out a hairstyle that is polished and clean looking, and that it's easy for you to do every day, and that you can like everybody loves a bubble braid or like the fancy wedding braids, but that's not what you want to do every day. Even though you might go, like, I don't know, knowing myself and knowing my perfectionistic tendencies, like, oh my gosh, I love this and I just love the way it looks, and then I'll try to do it, and then there comes a point where I burn out and I'm like, okay, this is too much. I cannot do this every day. So like having like your default, or like your developing a kind of like uniform, I think is like a good way to like glow up. So now that we moved up from the hair uniform, let's just go right from hair to makeup, because it's right here, hair, makeup. For makeup, it's kind of something similar, like understanding what the occasion is. When I was a server bartender, I would wear more makeup than I would if I was like working in an office, because I don't know, that's just like the way I wanted to show up to work and the way I felt most comfortable. So that's what I did. I always wore at least like foundation, concealer, eyeliner, mascara, lashes, lip gloss, like bare minimum. And then I actually have a video on my channel where I did my everyday makeup at the time, and then like anything else fancier that I did, like any glitter, any crazy colors, any like special whatever for Halloween or Christmas or the holidays, it was built around that like basic makeup look. So having that like default look that you wear every day is, and then understanding how to flatter your features and like what looks good on you. And also like being honest with yourself, because like I think like everybody likes to talk about 2016 makeup on the internet, and a lot of that was very harsh, like very harsh lines, like very harsh contour, and the difference between the lights and the darks were a lot, you know, and it made people look very angular. And yeah, makeup art was kind of at its peak. However, on individual faces, especially in person, it wasn't the most like flattering. And so I think for every day, like you really want to flatter your features and like play up to your features. And I think you still can play around and be creative, but like keeping in mind that like for every day, and like trying out over winter break, like I think it's important to just like, that's how I started in makeup actually. Like I would do my makeup after school, and then when I would hear my parents coming home and the garage going up, I would take my Vaseline and take it all off really quick and pretend like I was sitting there doing my homework, but really I was practicing my makeup. So that's a way that you can get better with makeup, is just do it when you don't have that time pressure, or like I'm gonna go see this person, or I'm gonna go see my crush and like I better get it perfect. Like that's not a good way to let yourself learn. Anytime you do anything, like you're not going to be good at it for your first time. That's literally the same story for anyone who does anything for the first time. It's very rare that people pick up something for the first time and do amazing. So give yourself some grace and give yourself some time to learn. And as far as like wearing like fake eyelashes to school, I think it just depends on you, and it depends on like, or to work, it depends on like how much time you want to put in. They don't really take that much more time, and they can make you look a lot better, but I think like being realistic in what style you wear. Of course, like I'm you know, I did creative makeup for today, so ignore this, but like the big scary spider lashes, like if you love them and that's you, like rock it. But I think on a lot of people that I see that have the super super long eyelash extensions, they actually end up like creating like bulk in the face instead of like elongating and looking very feminine. So I think like experimenting with different types of curls and different lengths of eyelashes is important as well. I know like when I was in school, I didn't wear them in high school. And I remember people questioned me because they knew I was into makeup, like, why don't you? But I just was like, girl, like, my school starts at 7:05. Like, you think that I'm gonna be up at 5:30 in the morning, like, doing this? Like, I was late to high school so many times, they just gave up on me because I just, I couldn't help it. 7:05 a.m. sitting in your seat, being awake. You got me tripping. You got me tripping. Yeah. So, where was I going with that? Oh, also lip products. I have a video on my channel where I talk a little bit about lip products. When I was serving and bartending, lip product was like constantly a struggle. Like getting it to stay because I'd be sweating, I'd be drinking water, I'd be running people's food, I'd be taking tables left and right, making drinks, blah, blah, blah. And so I learned that I just had to wear, like, especially during the holidays and stuff when restaurants would be packed, I just had to wear long lasting lip product because if I would wear like a liner and a gloss, the lip product would wear off and then I would just have like weird lines around the edges of my, like the way I have my lips done today, I could never do that if I was serving or bartending. So I feel like keeping in mind like the what kind of makeup you're wearing and like the wear of it and the wearability of it is super important too, to making sure you look good the whole day. Because if you look great at your house after you finish it and then great for the next 20 minutes, like, that's, I don't know, that's not good use. The products aren't making good use of your efforts, you know what I mean? Like, you want products that are gonna last and flatter you throughout what you're doing. So obviously my thing is makeup. My main thing is makeup on YouTube, so I could really yap. I am a professional yapper, but I can really yap about some makeup. So now let's talk about clothes. So I think keeping in mind that like uniform aspect to clothes is super important as well. Like figuring out like what do you feel most comfortable in? Like be super honest with yourself. Like what do you feel comfortable in? Like wearing to school, wearing to work, like wearing on a regular basis. Like when I go to church on Sunday, I just feel most comfortable in a dress. I struggle really bad. Like if you watch my videos, you know, with heat intolerance, and when everybody piles into that room at my church, people are cold, but not me. I'm hot. And so I just feel most comfortable in a dress. And so I've gone thrifting and I like an A-line dress. I like it to have a little waist and it to skirt to flare out and it hit me right above my knees. That's just what I like. That's what looks good on my body type. I have a pear shape or like an hourglass body type, and like also knowing like what your body type is super important. It's not about the inches or like what your exact measurements are. It's not about how skinny or how big you are. It literally doesn't matter. It just matters the proportions, like like what's your ratio of your shoulders to your hips or whatever, and that determines if you're like an apple, a pear, triangle. Like there's all these different ones, and just start like get a measuring tape, take your measurements. Again, it literally doesn't matter what the numbers say. It only matters the numbers like relationship to each other, and then you'll be able to discover what type of body you have and then how best to flatter that body. Everybody is beautiful. If no one's told you today, you are beautiful. So that's a good place to start. So then figuring out like what you feel most comfortable in. And like I know like when I was in school, like I went through a little stage in middle school where I just wanted to wear t-shirts and jeans. Like I wanted to wear like a specific type of cotton like scoop neck t-shirt, and then I wanted to wear jeans that were, I think I liked like the boot cut jeans, or like I think I would go between boot cut and straight leg, and just like what do you feel comfortable in, what do you feel good in, and then just like building blocks around that. Clothes can be very overwhelming for me. Like I am a makeup girl through and through. Like there's like makeup number 1, hair number 2, then clothes are number 3. So like I can just roll out of bed and just rock with it, but I've learned that that's not always socially acceptable. So kind of paring it down and making it easier for myself, and like having this like uniform type mindset really helps. And so like as I got older, when I was in school, I learned that I really liked wearing leggings. Like the crisscross leggings that go like this on the top are super comfortable and super flattering, and then they flare. They just make everything and every body look really good. And then if y'all watch my videos, you know black tank tops are my thing. I just love a black tank top. Like, you don't have to worry about the bra situation. If you're like me and you're always warm, like they layer great. Like, I can go on and on about the superiority of the black tank top. But yeah, like those flare leg leggings with the cross in the front, and then a black tank top, and then like a cute jacket, or like having different types of jackets and hoodies to kind of change up the outfit for school, I think is really good. And then having like little cutesy bracelets. I really am trying to get into rings lately, and so like having that, or like a lot of girls like have different like earring stack things. I also want more ear piercings so I can do that, like kind of like put the sprinkles on top, but like the basic uniform is like leggings, black tank top, jacket, or like whatever your basic formula is. And then you can kind of like go outside the box here and there, but like keeping it simple for your everyday like just helps you look and feel polished for every day and like less overwhelmed. Like, I don't know about y'all, but like I can get really overwhelmed and then I just shut down, and then it's not good. My mom always says, you take a way back seat. Like, I could tell you were done because you took a way back seat. So, yeah. Okay, that was my TED Talk for today. So, do y'all have any questions for me? Again, Joss, like, please send me pictures of what your hair turns out like. I am so excited for you. My Instagram is ash.1077xo if you need more pictures to show your hairstylist, and also on my community tab. So I hope that helps. I'm so excited for you. Let me know what your hair turns out like. I'm so excited. Alright, well, happy Saturday, y'all. Thank you so much for spending it with me. I hope that everyone has a safe and restful evening. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.